Obrigada. Bom dia a todos. Também quero agradecer o Sr. Presidente da Comissão pela excelente apresentação que fez. Eu tenho duas preocupações. Uma tem a ver com as questões migratórias. Portanto, nós sabemos que desde os primórdios que o homem é um ser que circula pelo mundo, pelos quatro cantos do mundo, e por causa dessa circulação é que também atingimos o desenvolvimento que temos hoje. Também sabemos que a imigração tem excelentes aspectos positivos, tanto para quem imigra, como para o país de partida, assim como para o país de acolhimento, mas para que tenhamos excelentes resultados de migração, a migração tem de ser legal. Isso para dizer que o meu país é um exemplo das vantagens da migração legal. Também para dizer que o que me leva a colocar esta questão tem que ver com a preocupação de continuarmos a assistir a perdas de vidas, sobretudo dos jovens que tentam migrar. Ainda na semana passada, infelizmente, tivemos a triste notícia dos cerca de 58 pessoas que perderam a vida no mar, na tentativa de se deslocarem à procura de uma vida melhor. É para perguntar o que é que a CEDEAO tem feito no sentido de ajudar e sensibilizar os Estados para trabalharem e pôr em cobro as causas de imigração ilegal. Também para perguntar, em termos da juventude, porque se formos ver, quem perde a vida maioritariamente são os jovens, em termos de políticas viradas para a juventude, sobretudo no que concerne à questão da boa governação, à questão do desenvolvimento económico, também o desenvolvimento industrial, para que possamos, de facto, não erradicar a imigração ilegal, mas, pelo menos, tentar diminuir e de que maneira a imigração ilegal, e o que ainda que a CEDEAO tem feito no sentido de se trabalhar, sobretudo com a União Europeia, que é onde temos maior número de países que acolhem os migrantes, o que é que se tem feito para que haja uma sensibilização global, para que sejam fixadas as cotas para cada país e que a imigração seja, de facto, uma imigração legal, controlada para o bem de todos. Muito obrigada.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I will also join others to commend the President of the Commission for his, erudite presentation of the community situation, especially rendering them in the three official languages of the Union. Having said this, I have an observation or a question, even though it has been mentioned, but I want to put it more succinctly. Can the Commission tell us why, what reasons the countries have given, those countries that have not commenced issuance of the national biometric identity card? What is their reason? And is there any timeline given by the Commission for the issuance of this document? Because we believe this is cardinal and crucial to the free movement of persons and goods, and of course for the security of the region. Secondly, I took note of the great work that is being done by the research institutes that we have under the Commission. But I must confess that even as a parliamentarian of many years standing here, I hardly can name those research institutes, and they have done quite a lot of work, some of the result of which are of general applications to our nationals. I wonder if it is such a difficult thing for this institution to publicize their work and perhaps the outcome, which is of benefits, to our people, either through flyers or maybe advert in the national dailies of the individual countries so that people can know the job they are doing, the outcome or the result that have been, have been found, which, can be employed or which we can approach them, for application in our, in our nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity. Honorable Speaker, we want to thank the President of the Commission for his nature of being a polyglot. And the lesson that we are learning under him is to prepare a better future for the region in terms of language integration. Having in mind and having in the texts that the region has 3 codified languages, that's English, French, and Portuguese, and analyzing the current situation, we can see there's a difference between the texts and the implementation. I want to call your attention on the linguistic discrimination or the linguistic unconsciousness that's happening within the ECOWAS Parliament. And the language that is suffering more is the Portuguese language. If we agree that Portuguese-speaking countries are members of ECOWAS community, I don't think the language that they use to communicate with should be discriminated in the flow of the Parliament. At the point in time I'm talking to you, there's no document in Portuguese language. And this trend has been continuous. So I think we need to call your attention on that so that the measures will be put in place. Some of these issues for us, it will help. And my last...
Honorable colleague, you have exhausted your time. Thank you.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Monsieur le Président, la sécurité se dégrade dans la région. Votre document l'a bien démontré. Ensuite, Macron vient de convoquer les chefs d'État du G5 Sahel à Pau le 16 décembre pour clarification de son intervention dans les pays du G5 à travers sa force Barkhane. Et Monsieur le Président, vous savez que l'ambiguïté de l'intervention de force Barkhane amène les populations aujourd'hui à cultiver un sentiment anti-français. Et tout le monde dénonce cette intervention. Question, Monsieur le Président. Au cas où les chefs d'État demanderaient le départ de Barkhane, quelle serait la position de la CEDEAO? Êtes-vous prêt à remplacer cette force de Barkhane à travers votre force d'attente? Comment allez-vous ensuite financer le budget du plan de lutte contre le terrorisme annoncé dans le rapport? Monsieur le Président, une deuxième question, pourquoi ne pas multiplier les partenaires militaires, le cas de la Russie? Parce que nous avons vu en Centrafrique ce dernier temps, depuis que la Russie a commencé à intervenir dans ce pays, la situation se stabilise. Donc, pourquoi ne pas aller lorgner du côté de la Russie? C'est vrai, chaque pays occidental ou bien chaque grande puissance a des intérêts, mais je crois que la Russie pourra vraiment pallier à l'intervention Barkhane dans le Sahel. Ça a été dit, la révision constitutionnelle dans la région, c'est devenu monnaie courante. Nous savons que dans chaque constitution de chaque pays, le mandat est fixé. On ne peut pas dépasser les 2 mandats. Mais malheureusement, certains chefs d'État commencent à réviser pour pouvoir torpiller la Constitution et dire, bon, on a révisé, c'est une nouvelle Constitution, donc il faut une nouvelle République, donc il faut que j'empile. Monsieur le Président, déjà vous êtes en train de bien travailler dans ce domaine, continuez. Sinon, il semble que la fonction aussi, la haute fonction de président dans la sous-région devient de plus en plus un problème d'ego. Si tu te présentes, je me présente, si tu te présentes, président, vraiment ça, ce n'est pas des attitudes honorable pour la démocratie sous-régionale. La sécurité maritime, le président Chao l'a évoqué, je ne reviendrai pas sur ça. En tout cas, la Commission doit être regardante par rapport à ça. Sinon, nous avons beaucoup à dire par rapport à cette sécurité maritime aussi, Monsieur le Président. Parce que l'insécurité maritime influence les prix de consommation des pays de la sous-région. Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Honorable Oladele George.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the floor. While joining others to appreciate the President for his presentation, I want to raise some few issues that borders on observation and questions. The first one, from the presentation of Mr. President, the reason for the partial border closure is not stated. And it's also important to know, or to let the whole world be aware, that it is not that the border between Nigeria and Benin Republic is closed permanently or fully. It is partially closed against those goods that are supposed to be in transit but that are being smuggled. That's the first one. Nigeria is a signatory to the free movement of persons and right of establishment in the ECOWAS. And I want to ask, what effort has the Commission itself made to ensure compliance, especially from the side of Benin Republic, in respect of the ECOWAS trade liberalization scheme? Because it is time for Nigeria, who has been the big physician for the community, to heal itself. And that's exactly what Nigeria is doing. Unless there is a symbiotic obedience of the terms of the ETLS, I don't think that we will be able to enjoy the benefit of that trade liberalization scheme. Secondly, we have talked about countries that have signed the economic partnership agreement with Europe. And we have talked about those that are yet to sign. Has the Commission made enough findings regarding the reasons why those that are yet to sign have failed to sign up till now? Because I know Nigeria's position is that we have a scheme that is trying to diversify Nigeria's economy. And the focus is on agric, mining, and tourism. An economic partnership agreement is all about importation of finished agri-food products without tariff into the community or the participating countries, while there will be a symbiotic.
My respected colleague, your time is up. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Presiding. Mr. President, again, as usual, let me thank you for your presentation. That was very informative. To go to the issue, Mr. President, I'm concerned about peace and security in our region. As you rightly stated, there will be 6 elections in our region next year. In thanking ECOWAS for your bold step taken in Guinea-Bissau, fortunately, I was at the last summit in Niamey, where the head of state gave you a full mandate in ensuring peace in Bissau. And from the first round of election, it shows that you executed the mandate very well. But I'm concerned, Mr. President, that with 6 elections coming up next year, there are troubling news coming from some of those countries. For example, Guinea. We are aware of what's obtaining in Guinea. The president is attempting to change his constitution to have a 3rd term. We are aware that similar situation apparently is creeping up in La Côte d'Ivoire. Burkina Faso, terroristic attack is on the high side, and we're talking about going to elections. In Togo, of course, as you know, the president, for the last 50 years, you've had that family enjoying the presidency. Now, you said here in your presentation on page 10 that ECOWAS is committed to the process before, during, and after. I want to just urge you, Mr. President, that as we go, we first must discourage those presidents that are seeking third-term mandate. I don't think it's in the best interest of democracy, and I think that's one of the recipes for chaos. Once they begin to seek the third term, then of course you have conflict coming up. The last thing, Mr. President, since we are bound with time, when you spoke at the United Nations, the last United Nations General Assembly, unfortunately, I was in attendance again, you talk about peace and security, regional peace and security at that sideline meetings. I think it is but befitting if ECOWAS could emphasize to the international community that the resolution of regional conflict, if it's properly channeled through ECOWAS, because we have a good example in Guinea-Bissau and the Gambia, even in Liberia and Sierra Leone. So if we channel the resolution through ECOWAS, other than every country having its territorial mandate in those countries, sometimes it gets conflicting. So I just want you to encourage.
Currency is the failure of member states in meeting their convergence criteria, except one country, which is Togo. My other question relates to how is ECOWAS relating to EU to try to stop these illegal migrants from West Africa to Europe. I am a representative of a constituency that had recently suffered a lot of deaths in these boats that carry migrants from West Africa to Europe. How can ECOWAS put its feet onto stopping this illegal migration? Thank you very much.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Je voulais joindre ma voix à ceux qui m'ont devancé pour féliciter le président de la commission de la CEDEAO pour les efforts faits de façon concrète pour améliorer les conditions de vie et de travail des populations. Aussi, j'ai quelques préoccupations. La première est relative au transport. Dans le document, il est fait cas du transport maritime, mais également terrestre, mais il n'a pas été fait cas du transport aérien. Alors que nous savons que dans ce domaine, nous sommes très très en retard. Et rien que pour quitter Ouaga, pour rejoindre Abuja, c'est la croix et la bannière, et les billets sont excessivement chers. Qu'est-ce que la Commission fait pour nous aider dans ce cadre-là, afin qu'on puisse avoir des billets relativement moins chers et également qu'on puisse avoir des avions à tout moment pour aller d'un pays à un autre. Également dans le document, on a vu qu'au niveau du Burkina, il y a 486 000 déplacés, 1845 écoles fermées et plus de 268 000 enfants privés d'éducation. Et le besoin d'assistance s'élève à 1,5 million. Mais quand vous regardez dans les autres pays, dont le nombre de déplacés et le nombre d'écoles fermées, également le nombre d'enfants n'atteint pas ceux du Burkina, ils sont à plus de 2 millions de francs. Qu'est-ce qui explique cela? Aussi, vous avez parlé de technologie, de plus de 200 technologies qui ont été diffusées et adoptées. Vivement que ces technologies puissent être disséminées à travers donc tous les pays, je vais dire vulgarisées, afin que les femmes, qui sont la majeure partie donc de la population de nos États, puissent s'autonomiser sur le plan social, sur le plan financier, mais également sur le plan du travail. Et sur ce point, je voulais savoir qu'est-ce que la commission de la CEDEAO fait pour l'autonomisation donc des femmes dans la sous-région. Je vous remercie.